What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jason, come back at you one more time with a brand new review. And this is a review for the Netflix movie Bright, featuring Will Smith and Joel Edgerton. Okay, I finally said it right. Y'all don't realize how many times I've done that to try to say that name. Anyways, the movie is about just under 2 hours. Um, and I have to say, in early 2017, late 2016, this movie was being brought up in circles and brought up in different magazines, and they were talking about that this was going to be the worst movie of 2017. And I have to totally disagree, and that it's not the worst movie of 2017. There definitely are some worse movies, but I, there are so many people that probably just listen to critics outright, where critic says the movie is sucks, that's what that person believes. If critic says the movie is great, that's what that person believes. And as somebody, I'm not gonna call myself a critic. I'm just gonna say somebody who really enjoys movies and television shows, and I like to talk about them. And my personal point of view is, it didn't suck. It was actually pretty entertaining. I enjoyed it. Um, and I have to say, for you as a viewer, someone who's viewing me that might be actually interested in watching this movie, I would say just watch it. I'm never going to tell you not to watch a movie, not to watch a TV show, because it's on you what you want to do. You have your own will to do whatever you want to do. But as from my point of view, the movie was entertaining. It was fun. It was very different. I mean, think of our world, current day as we know it, and in that world are elves, are orcs, are fairies, and just different magical creatures. There's even a freaking dragon, and it's not the dragon is not really part of the story, but they do a wide shot of Los Angeles, and there's literally a dragon flying across Los Angeles, and it looks freaking cool. Cause I was I was watching it last night, and I was like, partially asleep. I was like, is that a dragon? That is an effing dragon. I was like, I'm down with that. I'm cool. I have no problem with that. Anyways, the world building that they did for this film felt natural. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like they were trying to just put all these characters in Los Angeles and make it work. It felt lived in. It felt real to a point. It felt like if I was still living in Hawthorne, California, where I used to live, and if I walked out my door heading towards my job in Venice, California, that I would be driving next to an orc or an elf, or I would see a fairy flying through the sky, or possibly a dragon flying over Venice Beach where I worked. So it felt well created, well constructed, and I have to say, I wish the director David Ayer, who did this movie as well as doing Suicide Squad, took the same amount of time he took for this film to do that film. It would have been a way better production. It might not still been the best movie, but it would have been a better production. Um, so I would say this movie actually has some really good bright parts to it, some bright spots, some good action, some there are some funny one-liners. It has some great hand-to-hand combat fighting scenes, which were pretty entertaining to watch, and they don't all have to do with Will Smith. Pretty much, not many really any have to do with Will Smith. It's just when you watch it, you'll be like, "Damn, they really kicking some ass." Excuse me. Still got the cough, like I said before, but overall, I really enjoyed the movie. And I think that if you give the movie the opportunity, I think you will enjoy it too. Like I said from the beginning, it was a fun watch, and I I have been hearing so many things about this film that it was going to be this big bomb, this big bomb, this big bomb, and even to the point where I was kind of feeling like, oh, Will Smith, one of my idols, is gonna really bomb this movie. And it's funny because Will Smith, the way he picks his movie on a criteria. And usually, most of those movies that I've seen that he's been in, they all kind of fit a certain type of criteria, except for one or two. Wild Wild West being one of them. Um, but this film as a whole is is a good watch, and I think there's nothing. Well, there is a strip club scene, so I would say not little kids don't need to watch it, but preteen should be fine. I mean, it's not like it's there's sex and stuff going all over the place. There might be a boob or two, but I think they'll be okay. Anyways, the movie, I guess, as a whole was pretty good. The ending is a little bit different subject. Now, it wasn't like the whole third piece of the film was bad. It was just still little parts of the ending that kind of fell flat. And with it, because it fell flat because there was parts that were slightly predictable. And I think once you watch it, you'll probably see what I'm kind of hinting at. I'm not going to tell you the story. I'm not going to ruin the story. I'm just going to say that the movie was still enjoyable. Just like other movies, sometimes the ending might not be what you want it to be, or where you expect it to go, and it still can be enjoyable. You still can say, oh, I like that movie. So as a whole, I did like this movie. I think the star of the film, as far as the person who took their role and really went for it, of course, Joel Edgerton, because he's playing an actual creature, a character that's totally off base of just him playing himself as playing a human. You know what I'm saying? So I think he did a really good job. I think Will Smith did an excellent job. There's another guy in the film. His name is Edgar Ramirez. He plays a character named Kandamar, and Kandamar is part of the FBI, but this part of the FBI deals with magic. And they usually come in when there is a hint of magic that's being brought into the world, because their whole idea is trying to keep magic, closed down where it doesn't ruin the world. Because 2,000 years ago, stuff got real because of magic, and so many things had to come together to change that. And you'll learn that as you watch the story. And there's so many things. Well, not so many. There are a few things in the storyline where you wish they would elaborate on and bring more attention to, because I think it would have made the movie that much better. As a whole, this story, I think, would have been great as a series, or if they did two 1.5 hour movies to create this story, I think it would have been so much better than what it is right now. Not saying it's garbage, because it's not. I've seen worse. Trust me, I've seen worse this year. But I think it needed a little more time, because there are some parts that just need to be explained a little more. And you'll see that once you watch the movie. But I believe that you will enjoy it, because I did enjoy it. I say it like this: you have to go into movies not expecting them to disappoint. If you just go in a movie just wanting to be entertained, you will be entertained. If you're going to watch a movie thinking it's going to fail, it's going to fail. It's just what your mind is already telling you it's going to fail. It's like you go into a test thinking you're going to fail. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to fail that test. It's a good possibility. So whenever you go to watch a new TV series, a new movie, anything, just go in with an open mind. Just want to be entertained. And if I guarantee you that if you just go in there with the idea of wanting to be entertained, you will enjoy most movies. There's going to be some that are just crap, period. But if you go in with an open mind, I think you'll be satisfied. So overall, I'll give this movie a solid, let's see. I think this world was created better than Suicide Squad. I'd say better than Justice League. So I'd give it right above. I still give it a B minus. It's not a C just yet, because it's better storyline. But I give it a B minus, but B minus above Justice League. So once again, great movie. Bright was fun. It was energetic. It has some great storylines that I can't wait to see in part 2. Yes, there's going to be a part 2. It's already rumored to be a part 2. That's already in the works. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'll probably watch it. Like I said, that even though some parts in the ending fell flat for me, I'm still going to watch part 2 to see where they go from here, because there's so much in this world that can be expanded on and made bigger, and way, way bigger than what it is right now. So overall, like I said, B minus. I enjoyed it. Storyline was fun. It was good to watch. It was different, and it was very different than what I expected when you watch it. And also, if you have seen Suicide Squad, let me know if you notice bits and pieces in this movie that are kind of from that movie. Let me know in the comments. Once again, my name is Jason. I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. And I'll catch you right back here on Nonfiction. All right, y'all. Peace.